we're getting to my biggest paycheck I've ever received working as a registered nurse and having about 1 year of experience, getting paid $56 an hour.
I don't want to fall asleep. I don't want to pass away.
What is up, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Krizia, and if you guys are new here, I make videos based on my current nursing job, and right now I am a home health nurse, so a lot of my content is focused on that. And I also make content related to West Coast University because I am a West Coast University alumni. If you guys are interested in watching my videos, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my biggest nursing paycheck that I've ever received so far, and I'm also going to talk about the timeline and the amount of pay that I've had from starting my nursing career till now, and showing you guys my actual pay stubs, how much I had with the gross versus after all the taxes and benefits are taken out, what is my net income. And if you guys are new here, let me just give a little bit of a quick background. So I graduated from West Coast University January of 2021, took the NCLEX March of 2021, and got my very first nursing job June of 2021. So I've been a nurse for officially almost a year and 3 months. So I'm going to be looking down here, and I have all of my notes and like copies of my pay stubs so I can give you guys the most accurate information that I can. And the reason why I share this information is because Louis, yes. The reason why I share this oh god. The reason why I share this information is just to be as transparent as possible, because a lot of my subscribers are people who follow me and look at my content are West Coast University students thinking of going to West Coast or have graduated, and so debt and thinking about the amount of loans that you have to get is a very big problem and issue that a lot of people think about. So I like sharing my pay and how much I make because it helps to show that, you know, after having this debt, this is the amount I make and that I'm not suffering from all the debt, if that makes sense. And this is to prove all the haters that commented before on my other YouTube videos when I was in nursing school saying like, oh, I'm never gonna make 90K a year, I'm never gonna make 6 figures a year, and here I am, and I'll show you guys proof. Okay. So I'm a nurse who currently lives in California, specifically in the Orange County area. So all the salaries and the pays that I'm showing you guys and the income and the taxes that are deducted is based on California. I'm going to go into the timelines of my pay, what I started at, you know, and how my pay increased over the last year. So my first nursing job I had was a hospice admissions registered nursing position with a small hospice company. And so I didn't start off my career working inpatient. I started straight into public nursing, you know, outpatient home care nursing. That's basically what it's considered, because I knew I didn't want to work in the hospital. I worked in the hospital. I didn't like it. And I said, you know what, let me try out this job, see how it works out. And if I like it, I'll stay with it. If I don't like it, I could leave and find a job, right? So my first job I got was June 1st of 2021. I started off at $40 an hour, and this is with my nursing license job. This job was full-time, so I worked 8-hour shifts, 5 days a week. My hours were from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And with this job, I was getting paid bi-monthly, so I would get paid twice a month, so every 5th, around the 5th and around the 20th of the month. And with this job, after working for 88 hours, so this pay period lasted from June 16th to June 30th. And when you get paid bi-monthly, the paychecks is going to range because of the fact that some pay periods you have more days and other pay periods you have less days, depending on how many days are in the month, how many days land on the weekends, so forth. So this is after working up just a 10-day pay period for 88 hours, getting paid at $40 an hour. This period, I got paid, my regular salary would be $3,520 per paycheck. And working in home care, I drive, so my car is my work office, so I get paid per mileage. And so per mileage at this time, I was getting paid, I believe, 53 cents per mile. And so you add that onto the hours I worked, my gross pay with a $40 an hour salary, $40 an hour pay is $3,755.75. After all of that deductions, I would be getting a net pay of $7,753.13. Then around September, so my job ended up giving me a raise, a $10 raise. So around September 2021, I was getting paid $50 an hour. And the reason for this was because my job started looking online, like on Indeed, what are other hospice companies offering to people looking for a job? And so if you're going to hire someone, you want to have a competitive rate out there for people to see, because you'd rather a lot of people to apply to the higher pay, right? And so my company they wanted to have a higher retention for their nurses. So they decided to pay us more so that we don't go out looking for jobs that pay higher. And for this pay period, it was still 10 days. So this pay period was from October 1st, 2021 to October 15th, 2021. Still full-time, 8-hour shifts, 5 days a week. My regular rate now is at $50 an hour. For this pay period, I had 88 hours. So in total, that came out to $4,400. And then my mileage came out to $264.50. So in total, my gross pay was $4,664.50. After all the taxes and my benefits, they started kicking in. My net pay is $3,252.55 per paycheck. And this is still with the same hospice company that I was working with. Then March came around, and this is where our review came in. So around March, April, they gave me a raise. So they gave me like a 3 to 4% raise. It went up from $50 an hour to $51.50 an hour after that little review and the little raise. And so this pay period lasted from April 16th, 2022 of this year to April 30th, 2022 at a rate of $51.50. I worked 72 hours that pay period. So that came out to $3,708 plus my mileage of $247.46. I had a PTO because I think I had a day off I took off. So that 8 hours. So in total for this pay period, I have an 80-hour pay period. $412 for that PTO. My gross pay at the end was $4,367.46. After my taxes were taken out and my benefits taken out, my net pay, take home pay, was $3,094 and no, sorry, $3,094.30. Oh my God, $3,094.47. Okay, then at this point in time, I decided to leave the hospice job because it just wasn't working with my schedule. My hours was from 10 to 7. It was a very relaxed, non-stressful job because there were days I would literally do nothing and be at home waiting for a referral to come in. And then there's days where I'd get a call at 3 o'clock, 4 p.m. in the afternoon to go drive to LA and to admit a patient. Or sometimes 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I don't know. But if you are from California, specifically Southern California, living from Orange County, driving to LA during that, rush hour time is horrible. So I don't know what time I'd get home. My hours were just working for me. I didn't have control of my hours, so I didn't like that. I asked to become a case manager so that I would have more of a stable like workflow, and I wanted to be a case manager. They weren't able to provide me that position, so I decided to look for other opportunities, and I found another job. If you guys don't know, or if you guys haven't seen that video, I am now currently working as a home health registered nurse with a bigger company. And so this company is associated with a hospital, and there's just so much work available to take on if you want to work overtime. If you want to work overtime and make more money, you can, because they just have so much work available versus the other job I had. I didn't really have the opportunity or offered to work overtime as much as I would want to, or when I would want to. But with this job now, I could just work extra hours on the weekend if I'd want to. And the workflow and the amount of work with this current company I have is a lot. So that's what I want you guys to know, is that there's an unlimited amount of earning potential with this job. So now we're going to get to the little nitty gritty. With this job, I started it June 1st of 2020, or beginning of literally the first week of June of this year. My starting rate of pay was $56 an hour. And so that was about $54.50 higher than my other pay. This job now, I work 8 hours, 5 days a week, so still the same. I get paid bi-weekly, so I get paid every 2 weeks, which I like a lot more. And my hours with this job is from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and I just have so much more control of my schedule. I end earlier, or like I end right at 4:30. I won't expect anything after because we have people that take over in the evenings. So I just like how the workflow is with my current job right now. It just works so much better with my life. Gives me a better work-life balance. And so this pay period I'm going to show you guys is basically the first 2 weeks, and this first 2 weeks is when I was training, and so there were days where we'd end early. So this isn't really the full pay period because it was training. So there were days I ended early, and the pay stub is going to look a little bit different. So this is a pay period from June 5th, 2022 to June 18th, 2022. Now, you're going to see a whole bunch of stuff on this one. Mileage I still get paid. So at this time I was getting paid mileage of 58 cents per mile. I got paid a phone rate of $18.46, and because they didn't provide us with a work phone, they did provide us with a work iPad. Overtime rates, and then they put me on a train meet kind of hourly, like that's what they would put for the pay period. And I did end up working overtime because I was training with another nurse who worked overtime. So for this pay period I worked a total of, I believe, oh my God, like, see, this pay stub was so difficult for me to look at when I was doing this. So I worked 70 hours and plus 3 hours of overtime. That gross total plus my mileage and my phone rate that they were paying me for was $4,234.35, and after taking out all of my deductions, my take home at that time was $2,879.62. So this is with my new job. This wasn't a full pay period, and I couldn't give you guys an actual like realistic one where it was a full 80-hour pay period, because after that I just worked overtime and I was making a lot more. We're getting to my biggest paycheck I've ever received working as a registered nurse and having about 1 year of experience, getting paid $56 an hour. Again, there's an unlimited amount of, earning potential for this job because I worked overtime. So for this pay period, my highest paid paycheck was $7,000. Oh my God, I can't even, I'm just horrible at reading this. $7,062.13. So this is like an actual work week. I worked overtime, so I'll show you guys and break it down with you. So they increased the mileage pay because our gas prices went up so high, so they increased this pay, a mileage pay per mile, until the end of the year. So now I'm getting paid almost 63 cents a mile. And then I still get paid my phone and my hourly rate of 56, and my overtime is time and a half is $84. And in total for that, I worked this pay period, it was about 28 hours of overtime, if you guys can see. And under the overtime, it's 27.85 hours of overtime. And I like working outpatient because we get paid 8 hours, and then after 8 hours it's overtime. Most hospitals pay straight pay, so meaning even if you work more than 8 hours, it's not considered overtime. You still get paid your hourly rate after 8 hours because that's how the hospitals work and that's how their contracts are written. But with my job, after 8 hours, no matter what, it's considered overtime. So anytime I work after 4:30, it's time and a half. And there were a lot of days where I would work overtime because I would finish up all my charting. And during this pay period, I also worked a weekend. So I didn't work the full 8 hours on that weekend. I would work like 4 hours on each day. And then I also was on call this weekend during this pay period. So that was my highest paycheck. After all of the deductions from the gross income of $7,062.13, my net pay came out to be my take home $4,394.94. So that has been my biggest paycheck so far. That's working a full 80 hours plus an extra 27.85 hours of overtime. And you guys are probably like, what the hell, how did you work so much? But I can't even remember how that week was. I think I worked almost like 2 weeks straight, but during the weekend I would work during the day, then hang out with my friends at night, spend time charting at home and making sure everything's finished. It was a lot of work, but looking back at it, like, I don't regret it, because once I got the paycheck, I was like, holy cow, this is the biggest paycheck I've ever received. And I've only been working for a nurse as 1 year. So I am like on track. I'm actually averaging about a gross income of $6,000 every paycheck. And so that averages around to every paycheck take home after taxes $4,000 after deductions. So I'm averaging around $4,000 after every paycheck. This just comes to show that you are capable of making a lot as a nurse, working outpatient, number one, probably making a lot more than I would be in the hospital, and two, if you'll have money to pay off loans if you went to West Coast University. My main goal from graduating West Coast U was I want to make 6 figures like within my first year. And then I found a job, and I was blessed to be able to find a job that paid me like $10 more than initially what I expected after a couple months. And then that's when I hit that 6-figure mark. And after that, I'm just like, I need to make more money because I got to pay for my wedding. I got to save up for my future. I got to pay for my loans. And without the loans that I have, I don't think I would have been as motivated to make as much as I can, but still be happy with my job and feel so empowered and independent because of the amount of money I'm making and all the things that I'm able to pay for because of my nursing degree and because of the hard work and because of the opportunities that I have. And I'm really grateful for that. But I do want to share this information because if you are someone who's looking to leave inpatient and are worried because you think outpatient is going to pay less, that is not true. I just love working outpatient. I don't think I'm ever going to work in the hospital just because I have so much flexibility with my time and just having control of my own schedule. And I really do love it. At times I just feel like nonstop, like gotta do this, gotta do that, like just constantly doing things. But I feel like it's made me the most productive person because of just how much I work and how much things I need to get done. Like with my other job, there was just days where I really wouldn't do nothing and I just stay in bed all day because I wouldn't know when I'm gonna go out and I didn't want to be tired. But now it's like I feel like I have my life more in order because of just how busy I am. And I don't really like it, but I've just never felt so like stable and happy with where I am in life right now. And I'm just happy that I decided to get my nursing degree, and no matter where you go. But this just comes to show that even if you were to choose to go to West Coast, there's so many opportunities out there. As long as if you look for it and work for it, you're able to pay off those loans. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions or concerns or anything that you want to ask me about, whether it be West Coast U, looking for a job outpatient, you guys can hit me up on my Instagram at @ChriziaAnn__. And I do reply to almost everyone who messaged me on the account, and I do comment back on my YouTube videos. So if you guys have any questions, put it down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys already haven't, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you guys don't miss any of my future videos. Thank you guys.